Hello everyone. This video looks at typical performance indicators for parliamentarians. It looks at how to measure an MP's effectiveness and accountability. What is an MP's role? 1. Representation. The MP is the voice of constituents in Parliament. 2. Lawmaking. That is proposing and amending legislation. 3. Oversight. Holding government accountable. And 4. Constituency service. That is responding to local needs. Why is it important to measure the performance of an MP? It helps to enhance transparency and accountability. It also helps voters to assess the MPs before elections, and it also helps to guide parliaments to improve internal efficiency. Some key types of performance indicators for MPs. You have activity indicators, essentially looking at what MPs do in Parliament. Then you also have quality indicators, looking at how well they do it. And accountability indicators, which entail how they relate to citizens. When you look at activity indicators in Parliament, this includes the speeches and interventions in plenary or committees, the questions asked to ministers or the executives, the bills or motions initiated or co-sponsored, and committee attendance and participation. In terms of quality-based indicators, you look at policy relevance of bills or motions, that is the impact on key sectors. Then you also look at constructiveness of speeches, are they fact-based or solution-oriented. Then you also look at participation in technical debates, such as the budget, oversight, and legal reforms. Then also peer assessment by other MPs or parliamentary staff. Then there is the question of party loyalty versus independent voice. Here you look at the question of party discipline, that is voting in line with party line, or critical voting, where there is occasional dissent on major issues. Then the question of balance in terms of loyalty needed for cohesion, independence also needed for accountability. How are these balanced? Then you also have constituency based indicators. In terms of how MPs serve their constituencies, do they have regular constituency meetings or clinics? Timely, the petitions or inquiries handled from residents, local projects monitored, be it in schools, roads, or clinics. Then also the response time to citizen complaints. And when you look at oversight and accountability indicators, oversight performance indicators include questions on budget execution and public spending, follow-up on audits and reports. For example, the pertinent auditor general report, inquiries or investigations initiated, public reports or briefings to constituents on oversight. Then you also look at ethical and behavioral indicators in terms of ethics and integrity, key performance indicators. These include disciplinary sanctions or ethics complaints, asset declarations filed and updated, evidence of conflicts of interest or avoidance thereof. Then you also have public perception of integrity in terms of the surveys or the media tone. Some challenges that can be encountered in using key performance indicators for MPs. With respect to the limitations and cautions, you need to look at the quantity versus the quality of the MP's performance. How many speeches, say, one is given, and what is their impact? So you look at the quantity versus the quality. Then backbench MPs may be less visible than committee chairs. Then also data availability and accuracy in many parliaments, and also the risk of gaming the system. For example, filing many trivial questions, which should not be helpful. Some good practices for indicators, in fact, how to design better MP key performance indicators. You need to combine quantitative and qualitative metrics. That is the numbers and the content. You also need to link indicators to citizens' priorities. For example, health, education, jobs, and so on. Then you also need to regularly review and update indicators with stakeholders. To conclude, some key takeaways. Typical MP indicators can be looked at in terms of activity, quality, constituency service, oversight, and ethics. And well-designed key performance indicators can improve accountability and voter information. But indicators must be context sensitive and data informed. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more parliamentary skills development tips on your consultant services platform, +263 78 566 9249.